Hello, everybody. I currently have a puppy in the room because my roommate went out to the store to go get medicine. So she's standing here with me because she's the troublemaker. So excuse if she starts to whine whenever my roommate gets back. But at least if I have her in here, she's not getting into anything out there. So, hello everyone. I am currently working on Heinrich. I'm working on his guide right now. I got the bottom part done. I've got this part done. And I have to fill out his ability information and get the shell stuff done. And yeah, so doing a bit of everything today. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well today. Oh my goodness. Okay, can I lock stuff now? Thank you. So, I just need to put on the, oh my god. The little sign information. Oh, she started whining. Probably 'cause she's bored. Hey, look, the chicken's in here. Yeah, you can play with the chicken. Sorry, your sister, I think, took out the other toys. Maybe it was the other puppies, I don't know. What? You're alright. Zaya, you're okay. You're okay. She's upset that she has to be in here. Sometimes we have to do things we don't want to. That's okay, you're okay. What is that? I don't know what that is. Like a little broken, like, image symbol on it. Okay. It's like on all of them. Yes, needless to say, she's not very happy being in here. She wants to be out there with everyone else, but I just... I don't think I could deal today with my roommate coming back and then just being upset because she messed something up or something. Got too much on my mind today to also deal with, you know, something like that, so... So you're just stuck in here with mommy. I know. I know. Oh. I accidentally grabbed the other text. I was wondering why that was weird. It's fine. You guys know being stuck in here with mommy is like the worst thing ever. According to Zaya, it is the worst thing ever imaginable, and she doesn't know why mother would make her be in such an awful place. Trust me, I speak dog. I'm a wolf. It makes it makes sense. Trust me, that's what she's saying. Mother, why have you done this to me? Why have you abandoned me? Oh my god. Okay. So the images just broke? Is that what's going on? Hold on a second, let me just refresh. Oh my fucking Jesus. Canva, you're not doing this to me today. Come on now. Okay. Alright, we're better. Do you need me to get you a bone? Is that what it is? You want a bone? Is that what it is? You want a bone? Go get you a bone? No? Now why are you so upset? I mean, I know you're upset being in here, but let me go grab her a bone and see if that makes her happy. Okay, she's chewing on her bone, so maybe, just maybe, she's happy now. She also has a squeaky toy, so don't mind that. It's okay. Today's stream is brought to you by Squeaks. Okay. The aggressive squeaks continue. But, yeah, how is everyone doing today? I hope you guys are all well. Trying to... No, don't you do that. Not you, Zaya, you're fine. You squeak to your heart's content. Whatever makes you happy. She just likes her little squeaks. I am, like, super stressed today. And then I find out that I'm gonna be stressed for at least 2 more days. It's okay. We will get through it, right? As long as your puppy is happy, right? Oh, today's Saluna stream, Squeaky Toy with Doggo. Yes. I'm doing well today, Vibe. Me having a great time in your stream today. Well, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad. He actually has 6 recommended shells, but I don't have room to fit them all. So there's actually 2 unique ones. So I just picked one of them. Since I just couldn't, I couldn't fit them all. Okay. Been a hot minute for me to be here. I was looking a couple times, but I see you being Anki on Rivals. I feel like that's my life on Rivals. Thank goodness we've actually had some changes that are coming up for the strategists, which people are sitting there Like, especially Spider-Man mains are... Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. People are sitting there, like, especially Spider-Man mains, being like, oh, that's not needed. Now he's useless. Now he can't be played. Why would you do that? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna look me in the eye and tell me that a melee character being able to hit at 5 meters, like hit someone melee at 5 meters, that's a good thing? That's a good ratio? No. I'm sorry, but no. Zaya, you're okay. Thank you for the follow and welcome. Hello, Kami. At least we're getting more characters in Overwatch 2. No, I completely agree with that. Man, I remember playing Overwatch 1 after they announced Overwatch 2. And the only new character we fucking got was Echo for like 2 years or a year, something like that. And she just kept getting skins, and I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? At least Smite was still releasing new characters when they announced Smite 2 and didn't stop releasing new characters until they started the open alpha for Smite 2. You know? Come on. Do better. Oh. Oh, Kami went down. But yeah, I hope everyone's been doing well, and I hope today is treating everyone okay. The reason I said I wanted to stream, even though today's normally my day off, is just because I'm just hold on, I need to label these as I go. I'm really stressed, and like, at least going on stream gives me, you know, a little bit of a reprieve from just thinking the same things over and over again. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I was happy though. The guy who does a lot of content for Etheria, who I get a lot of my information from, saw my post that I tagged him in and retweeted it and said it looked clean, and I was like, yay. Hello. I don't think this is gonna be okay. It's all good. I really want to do the new characters because I'm so excited about those characters coming out, but it looks like on the website they're in the process of updating them, so I just have to wait. Even made Adam headshots reduce cooldown on his heal. Yeah, that is a good quality of life change. And anyone bitching about that doesn't play Adam. Because Adam is a unique role, but what makes him to where he could never be a main healer is the fact that his heals have a cooldown, whereas every other character's heals don't have a cooldown. Like, yeah, Mantis's has the little quirk where you have to let your leaves recharge and they come back quicker when you do a headshot, so you get one back. But that's not the same thing as like having a cooldown and being forced to you know, wait for that to come back up. So it's a big thing. Yeah, you can still read that. I wanted to make sure. So, you know, there's that too. So let's go ahead and change these colors of the names at least. I don't have to go back through. I mean, I have to go back through anyway, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it'd be faster to not do it like that. Where's the bar? Okay, there it is. Okay, so we have Agent Lizard. Nope, I can't spell. Hold on. Shit. Okay, there we go. Oops. Oh my god, I can't spell. Sorry. Give me what's... Hold on. Okay, there we go. What game is it? It is called Etheria Restart. Some people are saying that we're going to see some DPS Adam, but that should not be that big of a deal. I mean, they say that, but like, Adam already got buffed on his DPSing before, and we've already seen that. So, anybody complaining about that now, like, where have you been for the last, like, because he was buffed in the half patch, the, whatchamacallit, you know what I mean? So, like... Brother, where have you been? If you're worried about that now, where have you been? So, it's funny. Okay. No. No, wait, okay, wait, Illusion, are you talking about which game is the one I'm making the guide on right now? Or are you talking about which game Nano's talking about? I think that's the point of confusion here. Because Nano is talking about Marvel Rivals, and I'm making a guide for Etheria Restart that's coming out June 5th. That makes sense. The one on the screen. Okay, so yeah, that's Etheria Restart. It's going to be out on June the 5th. So, okay, don't worry about it. It works. I've got to go and remove the thing from Nightbot. I don't know what's going on with Nightbot, but Nightbot's follow age is broken, but the other bot works. But I do have it to where it deletes like the command that you put in, so you didn't do anything wrong. It's just automatic. You made the game? Oh, no. No. No, I am not talented enough to make a game like this. But I'm just really enthusiastic about it, so I'm making guides for the characters. Oops. Good grief. There we go. Nightbot just a hater. Yes, sounds interesting. It is. It's actually a really good game, and one of the most so far from what we have seen and what we've been told by beta testers and the devs themselves, the most generous gacha games that I've ever seen. So it does have 100 pity for the character draws. However, it's kind of balanced out, and I'll tell you why. Because when you pull for a character, you just pull for the character. There's no weapons, no light cones, no major C's, like nothing else you have to pull for, just the character. And also, every single limited banner that comes out ever will be 100% guarantee the first time you pull the character. So you are 100% always guaranteed to get the character on a limited banner that you want to pull for. And then on top of that, apparently, and from everything I've seen, this is true. There's no reason to pull additional copies of a character. So from my understanding, and I will know more when I test the beta, so this could change, okay? But currently, from my understanding, there is no reason to do additional pulls or the sorry, my brain's everywhere, for the characters. So yeah. And this game also has PvE in it, so if you like PvE, that's also a thing. But also has plenty of PvE content, so PvP and PvE content has 4 different things for PvP, and then a bunch of PvE stuff, and things like that. So pretty cool. Also at launch, we're getting 2 free SSR characters, which is basically like your 5 stars. And then 2 free SRs, which is your 4 stars, and then a free R, which is a 3-star. So yeah, we're getting a good bit of like little free stuff. Plus, I think we're getting some free pulls, and things like that. But yeah, it's a gacha game, but it's a very nice one, or so I've heard. Oh, also, they're supposedly, it's rumored. So let me be very clear, and I will always make this very clear because I don't want someone to run off with this information and be like, oh, Seluna said it, Seluna said it. Let me be clear. This is a rumor. This is something that people have tested in the beta to be true, but this could change for the live game. So keep that in mind because it's not written anywhere and it was not said by the devs. But from people who have played the beta and have tested it and made multiple beta accounts, supposedly you are guaranteed to get an SSR within the first 10 pulls of pulling on the permanent banner. So keep that in mind. It's supposedly not a guarantee, but it's been tested multiple times in the beta, and that's what they're saying is going on in the beta currently. Whether it will like actually come to fruition, we'll see. And I can show you guys the characters we have too. 1 second, let me finish this little text. I can't type. Okay. Let me show you that real quick. Oh, I should also mention that there will be a choice banner where you can select a character to get within 40 pulls. Now, not every single character is going to be on there. Like, not every single SSR will be on there for selection. But the majority, apart from the dark and light characters, which I'll show you what those are all going to be on that selection banner. So if you can see, I'll zoom in a little bit. Think like that. Hold on. I can get it right. I'm trying. Okay, it's good enough. If you can see here, all the characters have these little icons on the bottom, and you can see over here what it says under them. But basically, you see these as their elements. The dark element is purple, which is called disorder, and the light element is like gold, which is called constant. So for SSRs, those characters and the 2 limited characters, which one of them's light, so it doesn't really matter anyway, are the only ones that aren't going to be on there. So Lily won't be on there. She is a dark character. Messiah's going to be on his own banner, so he won't be on there. Doki Doki will not be on there because she's a light character. Heinrich will not be on there because he's a dark character. Freya will not be on there because she's going to be in a limited banner. And SSR version of Sonia, which I forgot her full name, is not going to be on there because she's a dark character. But every other character is going to be on there. So yeah. So like this is the amount of characters, basically, I said that really weird, that you're looking at that's going to be on there. Oh, Leon's not going to be on there either, but we're getting Leon for free, so no worries. So basically all these characters right here are all going to be on there, and I partitioned them by listening to feedback from the beta testers of who's good, who's not good, who's situational, blah blah blah, and have like divided them into sections. What the general consensus through the beta players is that you should play. Hopefully I get into this final beta that's coming up, fingers crossed, so I can properly test them. But yeah, but a lot of good characters. Basically these 5 over here are good characters to pull, and I do have tags as well as to what each of them do. Generally, as you can see right here with these tags right here, this is the 4 tags that each member of your team will basically, like, what you need for a full team composition, because it's a team from 4. So you need a DPS, a support, which is your buffer, debuffer, a turn meter manipulator, which basically advances actions or causes the enemy to not, like, to get slower actions, like it basically takes away how fast they can act. And then you need a shielder or a healer. So that's basically your team composition. And I've like tagged everybody and done all of that. And then we have our 2 limited characters here, which obviously if you're thinking of pulling either one of them, my recommendation would be Freya, because she is a support buffer. She literally fits into any team you want her to fit into. She can go with anyone, and she's really good. So you sure know a lot. When I like something, I get obsessive and I get nerdy, and I do as much research as I can about it, because I just want to find out as much information as I can about it. Which I'm gonna see if there's a channel for it. Maybe? Let's see. God, it's in Russian. Why is it always in Russian? Oh. Dude, every fucking thing is in Russian. I swear to God, every time I find, because like I go on Telegram to try to find information about games, like leaks and things, because you can't usually post them to Twitter because you have issues. And every single time I find one, it's in Russian, which there's nothing wrong with the Russian language except for the fact that I can't read Russian. So I have no idea what they are saying and no way to translate it on Telegram. So that's an issue. But you know, I guess I'll join it anyway. Like I have I'm part of like Project Mugen, Neverness to Everness, let's see, where's it? Duet Night Abyss, all of those on Telegram, and they're all in Russian. And I'm just like, God fucking damn it, I don't know what you're saying. So like, if it's a post that is not a social media post, like on Twitter, like, cause you can look at the post and tell if it's a social media post, then I have to like go and use my translator app to translate what the fuck they're saying. Of course it's the Russians. Oh, thank you, Liquid. But yeah, I'm a big nerd, so yeah, whenever I find something I really like, I get into it. I can show you like also what I've done, so I compiled a list of what they recommended the beginning teams to be. I know the text is small, but obviously I can read that. And this is the classifications for the 4 members of your team, which I also put here. These are the 5 free characters that are in my head. 5 free characters that you get with their tags. This to give you an idea of research, this page is a whole page of, I went through almost every single PvP match because they had a tournament that they recorded and posted on their YouTube. So I went through the majority of them. There was still more I didn't go through because I just ran out of space on my document. Just to record every single team that was used in the tournament and all the bands that were used in the tournament to give an idea of like what characters are in meta, what characters aren't in meta, you know. And it also gave me some valuable information, like over here, what characters counter other characters, vice versa, things like that. These 2 characters go with this character, and this is like your elements, how they go against each other. So that was interesting. This was made off the basis of a recommended team with each slot here. So this is like a good basis to use if you're considering how to build your team. The only problem is that you only get 2 of these for free, so the other 2 spots are going to have a rough time. And also, with the content, you need to have at least 2 teams, so that's going to bring in more issues, but hopefully they're generous on the currency. And then there's a site that I got a tier list from, and I started working on that, so I plugged in everyone overall, all the way down to the R-rated units, so the 3 stars. So this is their overall rating altogether. This is their rating in the story, which, to no surprise, most characters are up here because most characters usually can clear story easy because it is story or campaign, whatever you want to call it. And then this is the PvP one. So if you're interested in doing PvP, this gives you an idea of like what characters are the best in terms of that. And then these are the pets. I've got to, and this is where I was going to plug in the gear, and this is where I was figuring out gear stuff. But I've got to add the newest pets on here because we do have some new pets. So I plan on doing that, which I might actually go ahead and plug them in just in case. But they're adorable. So they do, just for information's sake, I suppose, like they do already have, I keep clicking the wrong window, a pet system. So that's pretty cool. They're called shells. And we just got 5 new shells, which I only have slots for 4. So I'm actually going to have to, zoom out of this a little bit. I'm gonna actually have to make all of this a little smaller to fit 4 to a row instead of 3 to a row. I think that'll be enough. But it should be fine. So I'm gonna move some stuff around really quick so we can get the new pets in here. Okay, so I get this guy in here, and this will give me an idea how big I can actually make it and be 4 in a row, like that. And oh shit. Okay, and this needs to move over there, like that. So yeah. Oh no. I left an icon behind. I do all this in Canva. If there's something specific that I'm looking for when making a guide or making an overlay... Oh my god, this scared the shit out of me. Stop! Stop it! Anyway, I can draw it by hand, which I have done before. But since this is a lot of like plug and play stuff, where I'm using actual icons from the game, fortunately I don't need to do that. I only say fortunately because it does take a lot more time. Well, also, I only have the mythic tier shells. I don't have the lower shells because these are going to be your late game shells. So it's just nice to know what that's going to look like when it comes to late game. So that's why. Because like the other ones you're not going to be using for a very long time. Also, as I told everyone else, I have my puppy in here. I have two of them, but the other one is in there. I separated them because my roommates went to go get their medicine. And so I put the one that was the most adventurous in here with me. Oh god. Okay, hold on. That... Oh wait, no, he actually does have this weird dip. Okay. Okay, he does have that. I thought the background remover just took out too much of his body or something. But no, he actually is missing that huge hunk. Okay. Good to know. Bless me. I'm so cold. Go get a blanket. I see the light. No. I wanted to go out between some thighs. I feel like that'd be the best way to go out, right? Local man dies between a pair of thighs. Reports say this might have been the best experience of his life. Okay. Let's see. Get this lined up. Sort of. Okay. Get this guy. I like this guy. Like, look at him. He's so cute. I don't know why, but I think he's so cute. I also really like the bat, but I haven't seen anyone use the bat yet. I'm a little sad about that because I want him. But, yeah. It's okay. Alright, so there's that guy. Then we have this guy. I don't know. I think he's cute. Like, look at him. Or her? Is it a her? Oh, it's a her. Look at her. Her name is Amber. The mustache just adds to her aesthetic. I think it's supposed to be whiskers, but they just made them extra thick, maybe? I don't know. It is kind of funny, though. Okay. Also, whenever the guy retweeted my stuff, I put on there that it would be cool if he made a section for like team comps. I hope he didn't think I was being pushy. I was like one of those anxiety things of like, I'm not trying to be pushy or like rude. I promise. I just, you know. Also, as far as YouTube goes, I haven't been posting for this month because I decided to take the rest of this month off to kind of like reset and figure out where I want to go with my content. So please,
excuse me. But I should be back working on it after this week. I'll probably start working on it like Sunday maybe, and we'll get back on track with some stuff. But I just wanted to take a moment and reset everything, so that's why content has been lacking on any platform that's not Twitch. So I've been live streaming on YouTube again. I only stopped because YouTube was making a stinky at me. Oh, it's only 4 new. Why did I think it was 5? I don't know. Anyway, YouTube was making a stinky at me, and I did not appreciate it. Okay, so what do you do? Let's see. There we go. And your stuff. Oh, no, we don't have a new one yet. Okay. Need these 3. Plus... Let's do it like this. I'm trying to figure out the easiest way to like take from other ones so I don't have to copy so many. That's fine, I guess. Is what it is. There you go. Okay, and then next one. Oh my goodness. Which, by the way, this little guy, he does so true damage on each crit hit, which is why recently this character, Zeta, who's a fox, was actually nerfed because she does like 3 hits per turn. So he was enabling her to like crit with each turn and be kind of OP.
Also, Amber is literally a no you character. Um, and also, I know Ash just ran, so we're probably about to go in a little break. But I'm trying to get these little guys finished first. Also, by the way, these shells, you don't pull for them either. You just go farm for them. Just to let you know. Okay. There we go. Now we have all of the shells updated. Yeah, sorry, I can usually talk, but when I'm like making everything like lined up nice and neat, I end up like focusing super hard just to make sure I get it correct. So apologies. I'll work on it and do better. Okay. Okay. So go ahead and get this done too. And then we'll take our little brief break. I am really excited for this game. If I don't get in the beta, I think I'm gonna cry. Like, come on, do me this solid. Let me in. I have done so much research. Let me in. Let me just write an email to them. Actually, I wouldn't do that. I think they'd find that overbearing and probably be like, get the fuck out of our DMs, bro. You VTuber. And I'd like, okay. Nah, I don't think they do that, but I'm just saying. It is an open beta, I think. It's more of a matter of, will I get a slot? Because I know the content creators for them will probably get a little bit early access to beta if they don't already currently have access to the beta. So they don't have anything to worry about. But for anybody who hasn't already made an account, I think that's going to be an issue. And I don't think there's a way to create an account yet. Keep checking. You register. Yeah, you can go to email and like that's it.
So you just fill out your email, your phone number, do that, confirm, and then it just says you've registered. Which, by the way, these are our pre-registration stuff, which coins are what's used to purchase, I believe, like, you know, level up your characters and things like that. And then Hydra Crystal are used to purchase pulls to pull on banners. And then the Anima Prototype is your, like, pulls, which works on every single banner, I believe, except for there's a specific banner for light and dark characters that runs. Like, we're getting Messiah this time, and I don't know how often it's going to rotate or anything like that, but those will have their own pulls. So you'd either have to get those pulls or use Hydra Crystal specifically. So, like, I would tell you guys, from knowing that information, because you know, like, on HSR you can take all your Stellar J's and, like, trade them in for, like, the tickets, and it works for everything. I would literally just say, like, don't do that. Just in case there's a new character that comes out that's light or dark that you really want, or like an existing character that's going to run that's light or dark that you really want, because you want to save those Hydra Crystals to be able to pull on that banner. Otherwise, if you use all of them and transform them all into Anima Prototype, you don't have anything to pull in those banners. There are some bundles that have them, but I don't know if you... I think those are real money. Like, you have to spend real money for them, but I'm not sure. And then it looks like we get 2 different types of limited avatar frames. Though this box is different, so I don't know. And then these are like different areas. Real money, I know, right? And this is just an overview of some of the characters. You can see, like, not all of them are in here. But yeah, and it is, I meant to say, it is a turn-based game as well. And this is all the information. I don't know why it's on Facebook, but this is all the information about, oh no, it is a closed beta test. So never mind. I thought it was open beta. It is closed beta. So hopefully I get in. I don't know. They just have pre-registration. I don't know how you get in. But it has, like, the explanation. It's like for paid purchases, so they can test out the paid purchases, but they do give you a big rebate on it. So, like, basically, if you decide to spend money in the beta test, like, if you get in and you decide to spend money, anything that's $99.99 or under, you get a 200% rebate on it. So if you, like, for example, if you spend $1 in the game, you're gonna get $2 in the form of Hydra vouchers. And Hydra vouchers are going to spend, like, real money. But keep in mind, this is going to be under USD currency. But the rebate does go down the more money you spend. But it's a little more complicated than that. So, like, let's say you just have the money, okay? Let's say, for argument's sake, you have the money and you decide, I'm going to drop $500, which is insane. But, like, let's just say for argument's sake, right? So what that basically is going to break down to, based off of their rebate voucher, to my understanding, is your first $100, you get $200 back. Okay? And then the next $200 after that, so we're up to $300. The next $200 after that, you get 150%. So you're going to get... $300 back. Okay, so that's $500. And then for the last $200 you spend, you get 125% back. So that's, like, I think that's literally 125. So then you get back. Wait, I feel like I did math wrong. Hold on. Fuck. Wait. Hold on. Like, give me a second. Where's my Canva? I need to write this out. Okay. So I can make it make sense in my head. Okay. So let's break this down so I can understand in my own head while I'm trying to explain it. Okay, so if you spend, like I said, for argument's sake, if you spend $500 in the game, okay, your first $100 you spend, you do it like this, and again, all USD, you're going to get, hold on. Okay, you're gonna get $200 back for. So let me do equal, I guess. Cool, 200. Okay, and then the next bracket is up to $400. Okay, so for the next $300 after that, because we're breaking down 500, right? So for the next $300 after that, you're going to get back 300 or hold on. I think it's 450, but let me make sure. Okay, hold on. Let's do. Oh, wait. I did that wrong. Yeah. So you're going to get 450 back. Sorry. Hello, I'm good. How are you? And then, for the last $100 that you spent that goes over that 400 into the next one, you are going to get... I'm double checking, so oops, $125 back. So in total, for spending 500, you get 775 back. So basically you're getting $225 of the free currency. Yeah, so that's basically what it means. If we break it down a little bit more to go into their highest one, which is fine because I like doing this for funsies. I don't have the money to do this kind of shit, but if I ever did, that would be kind of fun, because I would do a bunch of giveaways because that'd be fun. So let's break it down to that, because their highest bracket is $1,000. Okay, so if you were crazy enough and had the expendable income to do this, okay, let's find out. If you spent $1,000 on the beta, how much would you actually be getting back in rebate when the game goes live? Mind you, the rebate you can spend on anything in the game, okay? So we have the first 100, and that's going to give us the 200. The second is another 300 because of that cutoff point there, which is, we've already done the math for that, so that's going to give us 450, right? Okay, so then the next section is actually let's do a little bit more so I can actually do the math correctly. Let's just say 1,500. Okay. The reason being is because the third tier goes 400 and 99999. So that's why I add a little bit more, so you can just add all of it up. Okay, so the next one is like 500. Sorry, I was double checking my math in my head. Okay, so the next one, you get 125% back. So that's going to net you 625. And then the last one
is like 500 just because of what I did the math for. And that's gonna net you 550. Oh, wait, I did that wrong. 500 and it's gonna net you 550. So, essentially, you would be getting back, just doing it by the calculator because I'm brain. You'd be getting back $825 with a net gain of 325. So, bro, if I ever spent 500 in a video game without making at least 10 times that in a month and turning into content, please just did it right away. Oh god. Okay, so just to give you an example, also they have monthly supply cards that you can get, which if anyone ever asks me what should I get as a low spender in a game, I always recommend their monthly supply cards and their battle passes. Okay, because that will get you the most premium currency back. Oh, I forgot to mention when it came to the gacha system. So typical gacha games have like their pools are like 160 basically of that premium currency, right? So Etheria Restart is actually 100 of the premium currency instead of 160. So instead of their 10 pools being 1,600, their 10 pools are 1,000. And I wanted to point that out because if you purchase their monthly card, which is $5, you get 300 straight off the bat, and then a total of 3,000 for the entire month. Plus, you get 10 extra stamina, like your stamina cap goes up to 10. I know, I'm sorry. I know it's a lot of information. You can always ask me again. I'm just, brain spilling. Plus, you earn 10% more of the coins it takes to level up characters. So it's really, really worth it. That being said, if you play the beta, you can actually purchase 2 of the monthly cards if you want. 1 or 2 of them, and you get those back when you play like on full launch. So that's a 1-to-1. Any more than that, you're just gonna get the money value. You're not going to get like 20 fucking monthly cards because you bought 20 cards, okay? But if you do purchase 2 or less, like 1 or 2, you get up to 2 back depending on how much you purchased. The battle pass is the same. So how the battle pass works is it has 3 tiers. So you have a premium, or you have your basic tier, your premium tier, which I think is like $10, which is, the typical price of a battle pass. And then you have your ultimate tier, which I think is like $15. I could be $5 off. It could be 15 and 20, but I think it's 10 and 15, I believe. So how that works is if in the beta you purchase the battle pass, like the premium battle pass, then again, when on game launch, you are going to get the premium battle pass unlocked for you for free. If you purchase that first and then you decide to upgrade it to the ultimate battle pass, you'll get the difference of the monetary value you spent added to like this amount. And then you also get the ultimate battle pass for free. You don't get them both, right? So it's not like Punishing Grey Raven, where it has 3 different and you unlock the other 2 and you get both tracks that way. It's not like that. It's you purchase premium, you get premium. If you purchase ultimate, you get everything. I think someone also said that if you purchase the ultimate pass, it unlocks everything in the battle pass. Don't quote me, but I believe that's what I heard. But take that with a grain of salt. So, yeah. Dude, I don't want to sign up with Facebook. I'm just trying to look at this fucking Etheria post, you piece of doo-doo. Let's see. Oh, there's also something in the game called a Chaku ring. I think it's something because you have like your own little room. I think it's something that goes in your room. Spend any amount during the beta test, even if it's just $1, and you get Chaku's ring outfit called Game Village Red Devil upon launch. So you could even spend 50, I don't think there's something that's 50 cents, but you could spend like $1 and you get that for free. And you get $2 back because it's within that first little category. Also, know this as well. If you did get into the beta and you decided to spend money in it, it's going to be attached to that account that you made for the beta, which will be the same account you log into when the game goes live. So what that basically means is whatever account you do in beta is what you have to use live, which means that you cannot reroll your account. So if you're planning on rerolling your account, then don't even participate. Like, there's no point in spending any money because you're gonna have to, you're gonna do other accounts. So that's something else to keep in mind as well. But basically how you can, I swear to God, Facebook, I will fucking end you, man. I don't give a shit. I don't want a Facebook account. I deleted it for a reason. But yeah, so basically, after the official launch, each account will automatically receive all rebate items in an in-game email. Rebate items can only be claimed once. So you can go to the login screen and click the account button and log in. And then as far as information about the actual test, one fucking second, I keep having to go out and come back in. But Facebook wants your soul. It's ran by a colorblind ginger that's really a lizard man, bro, for real. As a reminder for the beta test, it's a paid data wipe test, so everything you do is going to be wiped. All game progress during the test, including character information, game progress, virtual currency, I can't even speak, etc. will not carry over to the official release version, other than the rebate, which you'll be getting in the mail. All purchase rebates from the paid beta will be sent to the mailbox of the first character you create on any server after the game's official launch. So from that knowledge, there's probably going to be multiple servers, and you probably create multiple accounts, obviously, like I spoke about before, but only the first account that you sign into that is the same account that you played on the beta with that first character will get the rebate rewards. So if that's not something you're interested in and you want to re-roll your accounts, thank you for the follow and welcome. Don't participate in the rebate stuff. It's not worth it if you're wanting to re-roll, because it basically takes away the ability to re-roll. Also, thank you for the follow. Only paid items are eligible for rebates, so any free currency that you get or gifted items are going to be excluded. And like I said before, the rebates are tied to your account, so if you request a refund for a purchase made during the test, it will not be counted towards the rebate. So you can, if you do mistakenly purchase something, you can request a refund. However, if you do so, it will not count towards your rebate. Let's see what else to know. Oh, as far as servers for future releases, because I don't think it's releasing on launch, but future releases in Japan, South Korea, Vietnam, mainland China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau will operate on separate servers, and rebates cannot be claimed in these regions. So if you're in those regions, don't even bother. Purchases across multiple servers under the same account will be cumulatively calculated. So if you played the beta and you wanted to do the rebate program and you switch servers, it doesn't matter. It'll still, because it's linked to the same account, still count all that currency. But again, as a reminder, only the first character on the first server that you make will get those rebates. yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. It does say it's a closed beta, so I don't know. I don't know how, like, I don't know how you join the CBT. Like, all I could find is to pre-register. So I don't know if, like, when the CBT launches, if it will have, like, a thing on their website to download the test and make an account, or if you'll get an email if you pre-registered and you have to do something. I'm not really sure. Like, there's just not enough information for me to be able to accurately tell you that. But I'm going to do this. These are the redemption codes from the direct. One is only for official launch, and one is only for the final test, as you can see. So I'll have those to give to people who need them on come time. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. There's not like a frequently asked questions section, and I don't know. I don't know why all their fucking posts lead to Facebook, because nobody cares about Facebook besides old people. So I'm like, why? Let's see. Pre-download is going to be available before the launch, so I guess that's nice to know. Just says the final test officially launches on May 8th. Count tours, blah blah blah. In-game announcements. Trying to find any information about it. There's highlights from the final direct. Final test direct, I suppose. Let's see. I don't know. I can't find any information about how to join their final test. Hold on one second. Maybe here? Let's see. Oh god. Hold on, the image is really zoomed out. One second. Okay. Okay, final test. How many platforms are supported? Okay. Okay. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It doesn't say anything about whether or not you can stream it. So I don't know. I would imagine you could, because there are people that have
like content creators that have made videos on it showing like in-game stuff. So I would imagine you could. Yeah. We shall see. We shall see. Oh god. Are my sticky notes broken? Oh no. I tried to click my sticky notes to make a like note and like, oh my god, hold on. Let me open up my command, my task manager, my command. Can I just restart? Oh, wait. There's sticky notes, bro. Okay, let's just in sticky notes. And oh wait. Is it more than just a sticky? Oh no. Okay. It might be more than just a sticky note problem because it doesn't seem like I can click on anything that's in my bar. Like at all. It's not letting me click on anything. I'm still streaming. Yeah, my stream's still going, like, but like everything in my bar is like disabled? The fuck? Okay, hold on. Is there a way to fix that? Windows Explorer maybe? Restarts. Oh god. Okay. Okay, we're good now. I just had to restart it. Good thing I'm smart sometimes. Okay. Okay, well, I've made a note to check in with their socials and things like that. So we will see. We will see how that goes. Closing all these other sticky notes that I don't need. Okay, but anyway, hopefully that helps. I just hope I get into it because, like, I've done so much research. I'm just like, please let me in. Wait, where did my other, oh no, wait, oh, never mind. It's not, oh no, I'm just dumb. It's fine, it's here. I was like, where did my other Canva go? All right, we're almost done with this. I've just been distracted, so it's taking longer than it would have. Alright, let's go ahead and take our first break because we're getting closer to the second hour. So go ahead and run the ads so they don't run again. I'm trying to find my shoes. And then we shall be right back in about 5 minutes.
Okay, we are back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this guide, and then since it's my day off, I'm not really supposed to be streaming today anyway, we're gonna end a little early so I can go and get some stuff for dinner. But until then, we'll chat and talk about some stuff if you guys wanna. Let's rephrase this. Okay. Thank you. My tracking stopped. Oh my gosh. Bruh, stop yelling at me about software updates. I'm gonna throw hands. Yeah. What? Are you talking about what happened with all the VTuber drama? I'm a bit sad about it in a lot of ways because it just adds clarification and makes me think like how many big VTubers are actually like that. Like I know on the surface they all seem like they're good people for the most part, but regardless it makes me wonder like how many are actually like that, because no one expected her to be like that, you know? And the other day, I heard a VTuber talking about fan art, and they're like, yeah, people only do fan art to try to get, like, traction on their posts and popularity and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't see it that way. Like, that's not why I do it. Hold on. Let me type this out and I'll finish my thought. Okay. Yeah. And I don't know, hearing that, like, I know I do fan art because I really look up to or admire like XYZ person, and it's kind of like makes me really sad to think that bigger VTubers see mine or anyone else's fan art and think, oh well, they are only just doing that to get like traction on their posts and stuff. Like it makes me not want to do any kind of fan art. Like I was doing some recently, but like I don't know, it just makes me not want to do any, because I'm like, that's not how I want to be perceived, because that's not how I feel about it. But like, does it make me happy if like the bigger VTuber that I did the fan art for says something about it? Sure. Do I expect them to retweet it? No. Do I expect them to comment? No.
Is it cool when they do? Yeah. But I just don't like hearing that because it just makes me feel like really sad about it. Basically what she did was I guess the best to try to summarize it is, so first and foremost, when she was on her previous account before Cinder, she was role-playing with this person and cheating on her boyfriend, whose name is Redacted. Redacted has been her boyfriend for 5 years and also her manager. Usually that's not a problem. However, she does sell the girlfriend experience, so it's important for her to keep that, you know, personal information personal. But apparently a lot of people actually knew about it. But that's not all. That's just a part of it. So anyway, so her boyfriend, like I said, is her manager. His name is Redacted, aka Red. That's what they call him for short. And basically what happened was she was working with this artist named Nanolis, who's a very popular artist, and Nanolis is the one that did Cinder's first model, and I think every model after that. And she basically discussed with her manager, aka boyfriend, to contact Nanolis and kind of pressure Nanolis to not work with any other popular VTubers because, quote unquote, they felt like if the more people had models by Nanolis, the less unique the models would be, and blah 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 blah. So they pressured Nanolis to tell her other clients that she was sick or whatever and couldn't work with them, blah blah blah. She did it, and then Nanolis came out with a document stating all this with basically receipts of everything that happened. And then other VTubers started coming out about their stuff about Cinder. And the artists, or the VTubers that she blocked from this artist, were big VTubers. Silverveil, Bao, Cottontail, people like that. Like, they were big, and they were her friends, except for Silverveil. Her and Silverveil were never really friends, from the way it's been told. Shy Lily, I don't know how much she was directly affected, but I do remember her being mentioned, I believe, question mark. But the main focus was Bao and Silverveil, from what I remember from the document, but there were other people mentioned as well. Those were just the ones mentioned more frequently. And yeah, so a lot of other people came out about stuff about Cinder and about how she didn't do things correctly, basically, and wasn't a great individual. So that came out, and basically she kind of like backstabbed her friends and climbed them up to the top and then threw them under the bus. So that's why a lot of people were very upset about it. There's also a part in there about Spite as well, where Spite got harassed by her manager, aka boyfriend, for having a similar design to Cinder, even though her design was published first and her debut was published first, so it wasn't her copying Cinder. And just things like that. And there's also an issue with Bao's music video editor. Vienna and Bao worked together on Boss Rush with this music video editor, and then the music video editor later on signed an exclusivity contract with Bao, and Cinder felt like Bao just stole the music video editor and stuff like that. So yeah, it was just like a whole multi-layered thing. And she just turned out to not be a great person. And then there are other people, like big people, who were artists that have mentioned side comments talking about that there are other artists, or not other artists, other VTubers who are guilty of this or worse. So then it really makes you question, like, how many big VTubers are actually not good people. And it kind of makes me sad to think about it like that, because I like to see the best in people. So like the whole thing in itself is just kind of sad and messed up, and I feel really bad for those that were directly affected and even indirectly affected by this, and for her community that was really close with her. She's had a lot of mods that have left. She's also had a lot of her community that has left, but now Spite's being supported and everything too. I think the only thing that bothers me is during it all, while Cinder did do bad shit and that's inexcusable, there's also a part that felt that people were making Nano a hero and all this, and that doesn't really set right with me after reading the document, because while Nano did get pressured and while that was inherently wrong, abso-freaking-lutely, Nano still made the choice to lie to her clients, to lie to her friends, to give in to Cinder, and I don't think that's right either. So while she was being pressured into this, and again, that is inherently wrong, and she is very much the victim in that case, she also did choose to lie and not confide in anyone about this situation until now. And while it did take a lot of courage, and I'm glad that she did it, I do still think it's inherently wrong for her to lie to her friends the way that she did. But that's a whole situation that's none of my business, and I'm assuming that kind of information will get sorted out when it gets sorted out. Hello, Chaos! Welcome! How was your stream? I hope it went well. We're working on finishing this Etheria guide and just chit-chatting about the VTuber drama and stuff like that. So please don't mind me as I type, but if you guys need a lure to get something to eat or something to drink, please feel free to do so. Please make sure to take care of yourself. Well, welcome in. Okay, 1 second. Also, please don't mind my puppy again. She is having a time. Squeaking. This is a big fucking skill. I hope his other ones are shorter, because holy crap. Okay, Jesus, that's a lot. Thank you. It's a Suika custom model. But yes, go alert, go take care of yourself. All that good things. And thank you so much again for the God, my puppy. Thank you so much again for the raid. Might let her out in a second. I think she wants out. She's making a woo-woo noises. She wants out. 1 second. Okay. Ugh. That is a wall of text for his abilities, but I suppose there's a reason he is the best DPS in the game. He is actually a powerhouse listening to his stuff. I just wish he looked different than what he looked like. Because I don't like how he looks in game. But my god, if you have to deal with him in a PvP match, oof, I wouldn't want to. Okay. His like little passive here, I'm assuming this is his passive, like is longer than what his actual skill is, so that's kind of crazy. Okay, so his next skill, hopefully it's shorter, because holy fuck, look at that wall of text, man. Or I won't be able to fit everything here. Oh, okay. Okay, so we got Fatal. Oh. Fatal Split Bullet. Okay. Whoops. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. This is crazy. I think I'm gonna have to make this text even smaller. Because if I don't, there's no way I can fit all of this information on here. Okay. Like, at least I make my guides high resolution so you can zoom into them. Because, yeah, there's no way possible that I am fitting all of this information in there. Oh, this is a little bit too small. Okay. Whoopsie. And I can make more. I'm gonna have to lock this. This is getting annoying. I can make more space if I need to. But for right now. We're gonna do this. Okay. God, that's crazy. Up to 4 stacks, so that's 120% crit damage if you manage to get all the stacks on it. Dude, what the fuck? This character is disgusting. I want you guys to know that. This character is disgusting. Like, he, This character is just absolutely disgusting. That's all I really have to say about it. I just wish he didn't look how he looked. Why, Playboy? Oh no. Let me get his. Actually, they might have. I think they have him on his on their website. 1 second. Let's see. Yeah. This is what he looks like in his splash art. And then This is what he looks like in game. Like, he's not a very cool looking guy. Like, his splash art looks cooler than he looks like in game. Like, what? Like, look at this face. Like, hold on. And do this. Like... I can't even... Like, look at this face, bro. Like, can you imagine having a character on your team and he looks like that? Dude. But he is so fucking strong. Not necessarily, no. Because you have this character, who I did the guy for, which is Veronica. And... let me show you what her in-game looks like real quick. This is what she looks like in-game. Hold on, let me do... Like, yeah, she looks a little different, but she's still giving major aura vibes. You know what I mean? Like, because there's a splash art and there she is. I think she looks good either way. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But, like, this guy looks like... I don't know, dude. I don't know. Not good. Which is killer because he is literally the best DPS in the fucking game and he looks like dog water. Like, I know that's horrible to say, but he does. He looks like dog water. Bruh, I'm not mad at you for simping for hot women. And I'm not simping for this guy. No way. I believe this is done now. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up, but everything should be done. Dog water. Yes, dog water. He looks like dog water, dude. Listen, that's a whole nother thing. What do you mean? Alright, let's post our Heinrich guide. I'm not gonna say exactly this, but this gives me all the fucking tags without having to search. Let me reword this.
What are these spaces in this copy? There we go. Yeah, I think that's fine, because if you open it up in a new tab, yeah, you can read everything. So I know on mobile you can zoom in. I think should be good here. So I'm gonna go ahead and post it in our Discord. There you go. Now that's up. Champion and League have similar issues. I suppose that's true as well. But it's like it's not even every single guy has this issue. Like, here. Let's go to the gaming site here. Okay. So we're gonna go look at Born, which I know there's a separate video for that. Let's see, we'll go look at Chloros, we'll look at Hellkid, we'll look at Messiah, we'll look at Rahu. Okay, and that's all the SSR guys. Okay. So, by the way, this is the creator that I've been tagging in my posts because this is where I get a lot of my information. So let's skip ahead to Born. Okay, so see what I tell you? Like, look. This is Born. He doesn't look like dog water. Oh my god. Why does the Twilight Night box look like Arceus from Pokemon? I don't know. So this is Born. Doesn't look like dog water. Okay. And then this is Rahu. Also doesn't look like dog water. Like, look at him. Okay. This is Messiah. This is apparently a fan favorite, by the way. I keep saying that because literally even the dev said it. Like, it's been said a lot. Like, a lot of people like him. This is Messiah. Now, his face is a little... I don't know. His face could be a little better. But overall, he's alright. He's not as good, I think, as Rahu and Born, because I feel like they show more of their personality, whereas Messiah's face is more like blank. But what can he do? Okay, and then this is Hellkid. Okay. Also doesn't look bad at all. This is Chloros. Doesn't look bad at all. He's not a good character to have, though. Would not recommend pulling him. But he's not bad. And as a reminder to everyone here, this is Heinrich. Okay? And I'll do you guys one more solid. Okay? I'll do you guys another solid. So, I'm just gonna add a page here.
Yes, get blinded by the light. We have Heinrich. We have Chloris. Floris? Whatever. Trying to take small slivers so I can fit them all together, but I'm gonna have to cut off some of their bodies. It's fine. It's totally normal. Like Heinrich, I'm gonna cut off his arm. Make it a little smaller. Yeah, Messiah. I'm gonna have to like shrink them. Frick. Honestly, hold on. Honestly, I should be putting them on a different thing, so hold on. Where's my other Canva? Oh, fuck. Is it over there? Yeah, it's over there. This one. Okay. What happened? I don't know. Okay. Fuck. Why did I do this to myself? Stop it. Okay. And then we have Rahu. I'm making a point, and I'm gonna make my point. Listen. You'll be fine. Okay. Then we have Born. Wait, hold on. Shit. That was a shit screenshot. Hold on. We shrink Heinrich a little bit more. We can go full screen with this. Well, kind of. That's about as close as I can get it. Okay. Congrats for surviving the Squid Game. I didn't hear the sound though. Oh, there it goes. Anito is staring at me as we speak. Oh God.
You made it through the first game. Congratulations to you all.
I just shat the front of his pants. God. So you see what I mean? Like, these are all 6 of the male SSR characters. Why does this one look the shittiest? Messiah also kind of looks bad. But it's not as bad. Like, I think Messiah only looks bad just because his facial expression is kind of like, his eyes don't match his mouth. Like, it's not, I don't know. There's not enough emotion there, I feel like. But overall, he's fine. But, like, this guy, I guess, is supposed to look, like, angry and badass, but instead he just comes across like he's really gotta take a shit. To use kind of what Jin said earlier. But then everyone else, even this guy who's literally covered head to toe in bandages, looks good. Like, please, I beg you. I will play this man if I get him if they updated his face. Like, I hate his face. Like, he is so fucking OP to have such a trash face. No, that is the face if I have to take a shit. This is a face of, like, I'm contemplating my life decisions. But I think I'm supposed to be angry. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like by the time you got a skin, there'd be another OP character coming out. But like, bro, that is one ugly MFer. And I said what I fucking said. Like, why did you have to make him so ugly? Why make him so strong, but then make him butt ugly? Like, his clothes is fine. His hood is fine. Even this weird thing going around his head, fine. But like, come on. His face, dude. I don't even think he has a better angle, like, in the video. Because it changes as it goes. Fuck. Hold on. I think like his angle changes for his gear. Oh, you can't even see because the gear thing's up. There you go. Okay, that's a slightly better angle. I'll give him that. That's slightly better. This is fine. Right? This is actually also fine. It looks fine here, right? This is fine. I mean, I can show you his abilities. They put the video of his ability on screen. Like, you only see him from behind, so I guess it's not that bad, because only your enemies have to look at this face. That's how you win, guys. You pick this character and you kill all your enemies because of his face. That's why he's so OP. That's why he's the most OP character in the game. I swear to God. I just don't know why he looks like that. What game is this? This game is called Etheria Restart. He feeds off of others' aura. Huh? I just can't, bro. But these are the new characters coming if you guys wanted to see what they look like. I'm excited for her. This is real Mocha. She's fucking adorable and her abilities are awesome. Plus, like, they use the shell on her and I love that little guy. This is Tsukiyomi. She's pretty cool. This is the limited banner character that we're getting named Freya. Amazing design. I love her design. This is Rosa. I love her as well. And this is Mia. And then I've already showed you guys Born. This is the new SR we're getting. Reen. Like, we already have another Reen, but this is the second Reen. And then this guy, I forgot his name. What? Basically. Like I said, this is Rahu. Messiah. Hellkit. Chloros. Heinrich. Because I'll show you what the other characters look like in game, because there are character sheets for them. See, Veronica, Sonia, Hoyan, Selence, Lingluo, sorry, who we're getting a free copy of, by the way. Lilith Leon, who we're getting free. Kloss, Doki Doki, Lily, Bayotin. Those are the rest of the SRs. So I already showed you Veronica in game. Actually, I think I have her stuff pulled up. What am I doing? There you go. That's Veronica. That's what she looks like in game. His new name is this guy. Does he simply say I'm one hell of a butler? Oh my god. Got me peanut butter and jelly M&Ms. Yum. Hope they're good. Anyway, so that's Veronica in game. See if I can get it. That's one of her abilities. She is actually really fucking cool because she gives a shield, but she also has this ability on her first ability where I think it's her first ability. Maybe it's her third. I don't know. I have to look again because I just did her guide. But she can steal other like enemies buffs, like she can seal their unique buffs, and she gets them for herself, and then she has a 50% chance to also give them to the rest of her team, which is actually crazy. Like there's some characters like Messiah, who I showed you, who has a thing that makes himself invincible, so he can't die or take damage or anything. She can steal that buff from him, so he's not invincible anymore, give it to herself, and then give it to her entire team and make her whole team invincible for like X amount of turns, for how many turns it lasts, which is insane. Not in a fight though. This is Sonya. I don't know a lot about her because for whatever reason, not a lot of people play her, which makes me really sad because I think she seems like a really cool character, but yeah. This is Sonya. She does have an SR version battlesuit, which is down here, where she wears an eye patch and she's a healer, but this is her SSR version. But she seems really cute and I like her, and I'm sad that she doesn't seem like a good character. Like she's not really high on any tier lists or like anything like that. Do we actually show combat in here? I guess not. But anyway, that's Sonya. Her face is a little in game. That's the first time I've seen it, so alright, this is Hoyan. Hoyan is a very popular pick for PvP, I've noticed. I don't know about PvE. Apparently she wears this. I haven't done an analysis of her abilities yet, so please bear with me. But she just looks fucking cool. Look at her, dude. Like, and she's got these hands that hold her hair up in the pigtails. Bruh. Like, she's actually fucking cool. Alright, and then you have Celeste, which is kind of in a weird spot right now, so I'm waiting to see if the buffs are going to make her better to bring her up in the tier list. This is Celeste. She's really fucking cute. She's like mature, but like the pigtails make you think that she's younger than she is, I guess. It's like this mixture, but it works for her. I think that's cool. I don't think... Oh, we do have an ability thing. Like, come on. That's so cool. She just throws jellyfish at you aggressively. This is our 7-day login character that we're going to get for free, Ling Luo. She is a healer and a buffer, so she does still give buffs. Isn't she pretty? So anyway, we get her for free. This is Zeta. She's a DPS. I haven't seen her used a whole lot. And as far as like whether you should pick her on the selection banner, basically the thing is, by the way, she's not actually pink. He has a recolor for her. Her actual color is like blue. I kind of wish he had turned it off for this video, but I guess he just didn't. But anyway, so yeah. But she's pretty cool. She can be pretty strong. But from what I've heard is that she's only strong when you have like in-game stuff for her. So having her early game, she won't perform that well. That's what I've been told anyway. Then you have Tiamat. She's tanky, but then can turn around and do like a shit ton of damage, which is like, okay, go off, queen. I haven't actually seen what her like transform for her ultimate looks like. I kind of want to see what that looks like. Oh. Alright. So she doesn't actually transform, or does she? Oh wait, she does. Here? Oh yeah, she does. Look at her. Damn. Alright then. Okay. She just fucking wiped everyone. Anyway, she's also another strong unit, obviously. She's a DPS, but also has tankiness and can give shields. So she's kind of like a versatile unit to have. This is Lilith. She is I believe she's a debuffer, but the catalyst is she doesn't go very well into characters that have invincibility, like Messiah, and I believe Hellkid. So you wouldn't, if you're doing PvP, you wouldn't want to play her into that. But she has like bombs and stuff, and she's very cool. This is Leon. This is the character, the second SSR that we're gonna get for free. We actually get her before we get Ling Luo, because Ling Luo is the 7-day login. So this is what Leon looks like. She's very cute. The way Leon works is like Zeta, this character, the fox character I showed you. The more buffs that she has on her, the more damage she does. It's like a stack. It's like I believe it's like a passive. I'll explain more when I get to doing her guide, but yeah, that's how she works, and this is who we get at the beginning. So that's what she looks like. This is Klaus. This is another recolor for Klaus. But Klaus basically applies debuffs and does turn meter manipulation. She's kind of a very versatile unit, though from what he said, she's not used as much anymore, like as much as some of the other units, but she's still a really good unit. Doki Doki, if you're lucky enough to get Doki Doki, she is like one of the best fucking units in the game. She is such a fucking strong buffer that they had to nerf her. But she is a very, very fucking strong unit to have. Yeah, she gives her team buffs and everything like that, and it's OP, bro. It's OP. Lily is also another very strong unit. I believe she's a debuffer, but I think she also buffs, if I remember right. But super fucking strong, and again, they're light and dark units. So this is another recolor for Lily. Not actually the colors, obviously. Oh. I skipped over her abilities somehow. See how her abilities are purple? That's the color she's supposed to be. But yeah, she gives buffs. Never mind. Not debuffs. I think she just gives a bunch of buffs. She's really fucking strong. And then you have Bionten, who's another buffer, who's also really good to have. She has a revive mechanic. Like when she ults, she gets these two things called underworld blooms. They look like that. And what it is it's like it stacks. And what happens is if an ally falls, when it's her next turn, she consumes one of the underworld blooms and she revives them with like 60% health, and also I think advances their action as well. So she gets two of those stacks, and then she has to wait for her ult to come back to get those again. So also to note, this is another buff ability that Veronica can steal. Yeah. What else was I gonna say? I can't remember it at the moment. But yeah, she's a really good buffer to have as well. She's actually on the selection banner. And if you guys remember, like, she is like one of the I remember what I did with it other. She is one of the, hold on. What did I do with my list? Wait, is this up here? It's up here. Yeah, she's one of the top characters, along with Tiamat that I showed you. And then we got Real Mocha. Real Mocha's kind of unique. She has an ability that's single target, and it deals like, I can't remember, like 180% or something like that to the single target, and then it deals like 60 or 50 or something like that percentage. I'll have to go back through her abilities whenever I do her guide, but yeah, so basically what happens is if she kills the single target that she puts the ability on, the splash damage that the other 2 units take, instead of it being like 50 or 60, it becomes 100% of the damage she dealt. So yeah, so it can actually end up wiping a whole like 3 units at once. Born is unique because he can't crit, which makes his attack scaling, like, you think it wouldn't be as good, but it actually makes his attack scaling really, really, really high. However, the trade-off is that he's only really, really, really good at AoE fights. In single fights, he's not that good. So, like, you're going to have issues late game if you're against solo bosses, because he's not going to be that good against solo bosses. Tiamat, I showed you. She has God mode, she OP. Hell Kid is another one that can be DPS or even like a sub DPS. He has debuffs in his kit, and he has a shield that scales off his attack that he gives to his allies for his ult. But yeah, he's pretty fucking strong. But really, if you guys pick anyone, like, you can pick anyone you want. Truly, I would just personally, at the very least, avoid Ling Luo, because from what I've been told, and I won't know until hopefully I get into the beta, how true this is or not, but I've been told that duplicates do not matter, so you don't need to get a second copy of her. And Chloris is just not a really good unit to have. His stacks take too long to get, and he's a single target. So he really kind of suffers even with his recent buffs. So he's just not really performing well, and he can only do well against like 2 bosses. So that's why I wouldn't recommend him either. And then Mia, I wouldn't recommend because you already have Ling Luo, and Dorothy, couldn't remember her name for a second, that you're getting for free as healers, so you really don't need another healer, even though she is a good solid healer and a really good option. But because, like, if you're looking at free to play or low spender standpoint, I would not choose her just for that reason. I think anyone else you could pick, just keeping in mind that this middle section here is all niche depending on the circumstance, and most of these characters only really pop off late game, apart from like a handful of them do well like throughout. So yeah, and it also depends like if you're gonna pull Freya or not. If you're gonna save up and pull Freya as your as like your buffer character for like another team, because you're already getting Gray, who's a buffer, and I think he also debuffs, then in that case you shouldn't really select a buffer at all, in my opinion, if you're free to play or low spending. So that would eliminate Bioten, that would eliminate Silence and Rahu and Lilith. Yeah. And then what you have left is whether you select another DPS or you select a turn meter manipulator. Personally, I would say if you're free to play low spender at that point in time, if you didn't pull a turn meter manipulator, if you pulled on the permanent banner, I would recommend going with a turn meter manipulator, because at that point, that's the only spot on your team that you don't at least have 2 units for other than DPS. Like, you have none. So at that point, I would probably go for that. And you can pick up Klaus, who does both buffing and debuffing and turn meter manipulation, or even Tsukiyomi, who does turn meter manipulation, manipulation and buffs as well. So, like, those are 2 solid options if you need a turn meter manipulator, in my opinion. But if you happen to pull one and you get like an SR one, which there are some SR turn I'm gonna get tongue-tied saying that, turn meter manipulators like Chiaki, no, I think her name's Shiaki. God, my brain is dying. The Echo, she is a buffer and a turn meter manipulator. Really solid, really good. Like one of the best SR units you could probably get, other than Sanya, this is her SR version. Really solid healer. Well, of course, she's not a turn meter manipulator. This guy, who I forgot his fucking name, but he's a new character. Really, 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 really solid character, and he has resistance down in his kit. So if you end up with either one of those two, then you're pretty solid, to be honest. And then you could at that point go for a DPS. It just kind of depends. Honestly, I would recommend waiting out your selection banner until you save and you pull. Like if you're going to pull for Freya and you're going to do your first 10 pull on the standard banner, I would do all that, save, pull, all that kind of stuff, because to my knowledge, there's not an expiration on it. So like save your pulls for the selection banner until after you pulled Freya, or if you decide to pull Messiah and did your first 10 pull and then see what you have in terms of like your SRs and like if you got any SSRs while pulling for them as well, you know, what you get, and that way you can take stock and see what you're missing. And then at that point, I would say take a look at your selection banner, because it is so like good since you can select any character on there that you want. So that's my advice. Don't go straight for the selection banner. Instead, go for the other banners first and then see what you're left with afterwards. Because you never know, you could end up with like there's other good there's other good SRs in this game. Like she's a pretty good healer. He's a pretty good DPS. Like he is the best SR DPS to my knowledge. I don't know about the new Rin one yet, this one, so I don't know how she's performing yet. She's pretty good. She does healing and debuffing. She's another good unit. She does buffs and debuffs. He's a pretty good DPS character as well. He's a good debuffer. I know you're not going to remember this, it's fine. He's a good debuffer. She's a good buffer. And all the ones with a skull on them, by the way, are used frequently, or at least a good bit. Oh god, what happened? Or at least a good bit in PvP, so that's something as well. But yeah, so I'd kind of say that, and I would just take it from there. But anyway, all right, guys, I need to go get some dinner. So I hope you guys enjoyed chilling out with me today. Like I said, today was supposed to be my day off, so I'm gonna be taking tomorrow off instead. So I will see you guys on Saturday. Yeah, so have a good night, everyone. I'll see you guys on Saturday, and thank you guys for hanging out with me. Bye.